And while it's an extremely diverse city, it's not extremely integrated. You can even take your kids to the park and you see all ethnic groups represented, but there are many, oftentimes I notice, in their own little, cliques, as opposed to New York, which is more of a melting pot, right? But you know what makes LA a city, in my view, really, more than anything else? It's the Lakers, it's the Dodgers. That's the one place where everyone from all over town gets together in the same physical space with a common interest and are rooting for the same thing. And so both inside and outside LA, when the Lakers win a championship, when the Dodgers win a championship, those are the top two teams, things are really good.
We can do it yesterday.
Sorry.
She said we're gonna do handwriting. Is it like Labyrinth?
Never-ending story?
Yeah.
It's not like Labyrinth, but it's an 80s jam. I'll make you coffee right here, okay? In a little espresso cup. You know what today is? It's the day the Dodgers win the World Series.
Okay.
Your coffee's right there on your desk, too. Taste it, make sure it's okay.
Okay. Is it too hot?
No, I put milk in it. You had a friend tell you what?
Said that if you drink coffee, you won't grow.
Physically or mentally?
I don't know what either of those mean.
You'll find out. Kind of like this shadow on my face from the bamboo tree from the window and the sun coming through it. So yesterday Shadae had to study for a vocab test for social studies, Shadae?
Yeah.
It was quite overwhelming. It was like 25 terms and definitions, and she got 3x5 cards, and I was going over it, much like the English vocabulary test. But it was a lot of content to have in her brain. So I went over and over. And what did I tell you? You have to break it, what? If you have a large part, you have to break it into little parts. What did I say? What was the story I told you? She was getting stressed because there's like a lot of stuff that she had to do. And I said, if you have a big hamburger, how do you take it down? By big bites or little bites?
Little bites.
Little bites. So I had to do a full analogy.
You have to break the hamburger.
And then after, she got it pretty good, but then I went to my computer and opened up WordPerfect and made tests for her. Personalized tests. She took it yesterday, and she's taking it this morning. So I made the test harder than what a fourth grade teacher would make it. She could pass Dad's test.
I feel like I look like you drinking the coffee.
You feel like what? Who does that?
You. I don't like that.
That's how Dad does
You
it?
look like.
So that's a dad test, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it works.
Dad, so you'll know that it's the word. I put the first word like right next to it.
Alright. And so that the world knows, today will be the day the Dodgers win the World Series. Hence, shout out to Desert Wind, Ethiopian. Good coffee. The mother who owns the shop roasts her own coffee, and her son is a Marine. Why did I know her son was a Marine? Because I saw the picture of him on the wall. So the Dodgers are going to win the World Series, and you're going to ace your test. It's going to be a good day today.
Wait, what's that show with the J that you said, the Jetson? Was that?
Yeah.
Was that what we saw when we went hunting for the ghosts?
One of the characters, yeah.
Yeah.
You should watch the Jetsons. I'm not really a Flintstones fan, but Jetsons. Every 80s kid has spent time in the morning before school or in the morning on a weekend eating your cereal box or eating your cold cereal, staring at the box and just gazing out, reading whatever advertisement or theme they have. And ironically, Golden Grams is what I used to eat when I was a kid. That and honeycomb and Captain Crunch, but Golden Grams was my number one. And it says they brought back the retro recipe. Honey is back. Why would you leave the recipe if it's already good? Anyways, and she was reading the back, and it's all talking about remember the 80s on the back, and she's asking me what these were. I'm like, that's a VHS tape. And she was asking about, was it talking about Saturday morning cartoons? She didn't know that that's when we would get our weekend cartoons, or else you would, if you slept in, you would miss the cartoons and college football would be on. This is funny. Like, it's a history lesson for her, but nostalgic for me. And as I seen her like taking bites of the cereal and seeing the milk drop from off her spoon, and you make that slurp sound, she's staring mentally and trying to figure this out. Did I mention that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series today? It's in the stars. I saw it.
No, no, Bueller. Just do it tonight. Get it over with.
Yeah, we're gonna jump on Snell, and we're just gonna get a big lead, and we're gonna put them away.
Got to, gotta get a big lead because those guys seem to hang around,
What kind of cereal's above your refrigerator, bro?
Oh, let me go get. We got a couple things. We got Chex
Whack.
and
Golden
Grams.
Bro, you are my brother, bro. Look it. Bro, I just was talking about Golden Grams and the nostalgia, and that's what I used to eat,
Get
bro.
out of my kitchen, bro. But I was telling the kids because they always want to bring their tablets and stuff to the table when they're eating cereal. And I'm like, nah, man.
Read the
It's
box.
like back in the day, all you had was the box. And if it was a Captain Crunch with a maze, you're reading about triglycerides and fiber content.
What'd you learn?
I need to pay attention.
Why? Why do you need to pay attention on tests?
Because I might get a 94% on it.
But what should you do? Read the what?
Instructions.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have if you don't follow the instructions, right? Stop stressing out, kid. It's just school. Save your stress for more important things.
Can you make me a little bit?
One more coffee?
Just a little. Just one more cup. That's it. Just one more.
Black?
Sure.
I just made another pot, so.
Oh, you did?
Ethiopian. Taste it.
Oh, it's your favorite kind. That's it.
A 9-year-old in black coffee. So I tried to start a movie today, and Shadae comes into the room and practically in tears, and head is down and hand is on her face, and she's talking about how she didn't follow directions about the test she's supposed to take, and she answered the questions wrong, meaning she knew the knowledge, she has the knowledge, she studied, she gets the content, but taking the test, she did it incorrectly, meaning she filled it out wrong, or she didn't do it with the directions. And weeks leading up to this, I've always made her read the instructions on homework. Read the instructions, then do the work. Don't just assume that you know. And real world application, it proved to her she should have read the instructions, and she stressed out, and told her use it as a life lesson. Like, you can't get every question right on every test for the rest of your life. So then they broke her to like break. They let him go on break the class, and she just got back. She came running into the room after I had to like counsel her and hug her and tell her it's gonna be all right, because she really cares about her scholastics. And I mean, I can appreciate that. But she just got her score. She got a 32 out of 34, which is like a 94%. And then her face changed. And then I asked her, who is the best dad? Who has the best dad?
I do.
Why?
Because I have the best dad.
Because he knows how to study.
32 out of 34. That's just 2 taken off. 2 points taken off.
I take my kids' grades personal. Or, I don't know, does every parent take their child's grades personal? Because I see it as like a grade for yourself, or for the parent, the evaluation of the parent, or the process of the parent, or the work put in by the parent. I don't know, like when she gets an A, I get an A. I shine, you shine. I shine, you shine type swag.
You shine, shine, I shine, you shine, shine.
Dave Roberts. And strike 3. Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
Go Dodgers! Go Dodgers! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Are you happy, Shadae?
Yeah.